Find out on my baby experience with Amaya Angela as she engages in fun but yet inspiring conversations on how the small community has captivated, molded, and changed lives. Hey guys, welcome to this episode of my baby experience. I'm your host, Amaya Angela, and today I don't even want to say anything much. I just want to introduce my guest because it's someone I really admire, and she is Miss B Rivers. How are you? It's so good to have you on the show.
I'm very well, thank you. Good day.
I just want to know, how has it been being Miss B Rivers? Are you getting any special treatment? Are they giving you sickness to SSO? Because after the SSO has to be you. Like, once it's special, are they treating you specially? Tell me.
Okay, let's say the journey just began.
Okay.
It hasn't even started yet. It's a journey of 2 years, and this is just
years.
barely how many months. Oh, well, I don't have a seat next to the SSO, but then I enjoy this preferential treatment. Yes, I do. And, when we go for events, it's like, why are you sitting there? No, you're not supposed to sit there. Go. You see where the security officers are sitting. Go there and sit.
Wow.
I'll be shy about it. I'll be like, no, let me
Please don't be
just
shy. Sit down there, very real. Carry juice and drink.
I go there, and so I just get there, and then this crown actually came with responsibilities.
Okay.
Yep. Now, in some other cases where before I became Miss BB Rivers, I choose to be there. But now I have to be there. So my choice is moved from I choose. I stopped having a choice. Now I just have to be there because I have to
that's
be
a
there.
lot of responsibility.
Yep.
I remember, just a little confession. I remember seeing you sometime in some sort of, was it a retreat or a camp Thanksgiving service? And I didn't even know you were Miss B Rivers as at then, but I saw you, I was like, wow. I've not seen anybody look so good in their boys' brigade uniform.
I get that so much. I get that a whole lot, even from people not in the boys' brigade.
I had to ask someone, like, who's this girl? And they're like, she's Miss B Rivers. I say, people should just give her. What are you waiting for? Like, you really deserve it. If it's just for the way you look so smart and so beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely adore you. I saw you one that I was like, why not with your sash? That everybody was saying you're Miss B Rivers.
It's actually tiring that, I feel like everybody knows I'm Miss B Rivers, so I don't really have to paint it all around all the time. So
it's good. So I think I got ahead of myself a little bit. Can you just tell us about yourself? What do you do? Are you a student? Like, anything you'd like us to know?
My name is Emenike Chiji Nwoburo.
Okay.
I'm from River State. I'm Ikwere. And I'm a law graduate. I graduated last year, December. I rounded off my project last year. For now, I attached myself to a chamber where I'm receiving training.
Wow.
Yep. So I had to take permission for today.
Wow.
Yep. And I'm of Second Evo Company in the Obiabo Battalion Council.
Wow, you're doing so much for yourself. A law graduate. I feel like looking for trouble. Please do somebody for me now.
Don't look for trouble, because I could actually leave you and go and defend who you're looking for the person's trouble.
Okay, let's go to the boys' brigade. Before you became Miss Baby Rivers, you were a lady officer in the boys' brigade. So, looking at the boys' brigade, do you think that lady officers are performing their duties, and what are their duties?
Okay, first, the primary duty of a lady officer in the boys' brigade is to take care of the junior section boy.
Okay.
That's, you cater for them, their welfare, their well-being. It's on you as a lady officer, because from the history, there was no female in the boys' brigade up until, I can't get the date now, but because of the smaller boys, the male officers, they don't have your time.
That's true.
You could clearly see that, so the lady officers were brought into the boys' brigade for the welfare and well-being of the junior section boy, and that is her primary purpose.
So do you think, like, the officers you have now, are they honestly living up to that expectation and responsibility?
I wouldn't say yes and I wouldn't say no.
Okay,
but
why?
I'd have this to say. First, not everybody who is saddled with a responsibility has the ability to, fulfill responsibilities. And then I have noticed also that the attention of the lady officer and the boys brigade has been tilted a bit from her primary objective, which is the welfare and well-being of the junior section boy. It has been tilted a bit. Sometimes I don't think, sometimes some of the lady officers do not even know. I am saying this without mincing words.
Yes.
Some of the lady officers do not even know their duty as a lady officer in the boys brigade, and which this starts from the company level. When they are supposed to be enrolled, there are no proper grooming.
Yes.
Yeah, so most of them don't know. They just feel on a boys brigade. I like the way I see one girl, see her the uniform, if it die.
Just say I saw Miss Ruby universe, her uniform was fine. Okay.
That so make I like the way they do try.
Hey.
That time they came to our church. You see the girls, they were just then those girls. I belong to the protocol department too.
Okay.
So we dress with this handband and it actually looks fine.
So cute.
So when they see you, I won't even join people where they wear that thing for hand. So they really do not know. Before I joined the Boys Brigade, I asked questions. Already, I follow up the Boys Brigade activities very much because my elder brother has been in the Boys Brigade. I was asked to join. I told them, no, I'm very stubborn. People will kill me. So up until like 2 years ago, 2020, I was enrolled on the 22nd of November 2020.
Wow.
So before I joined, I spoke with people and I understood that
this is what you're here for.
This is what I am here for. Though, and as a lady officer, you don't owe that duty to only the boys in your company. You owe that duty to every boy in the Boys Brigade. In 2021, when we had our battalion council event camp, I had 3 tests that week. I was a registrar in the camp, so I had to be there on Thursday. So I finished my test in school and then went straight to the venue. I did the registration till about 7 p.m. And then at about 8, I left. The next day, Friday, I had 2 tests in school, so I had to finish up and then go home and pack my things and stay in the campground. So while I was coming back from school, I lost my phone.
Wow.
So I went home. At the time, I wanted to start
coming out. Did you
still
go to that function?
Yeah, I did. At the time, I wanted to start coming out. I started raining. So after the rain, I got there. And so I was scared that the person had not tampered with my account, though I didn't really have my account details in my phone.
Okay.
So now, on the Sunday, my captain already made arrangements for the boys to come. So they were there already. On the Sunday, they started telling me that the money they gave them got lost.
Wow.
I went with my ATM card. I said, okay, take this card, just try. I don't know if they have tampered with my account. So just try. This is my PIN. Try to withdraw. And God being so kind, they didn't tamper with it. So they got money. They got money. So while we were going, we had other boys from another company that joined my boys. So I wouldn't say
you are not from my company.
I should just pay the transport fare of
your
my boys alone. It was going to be weird. And truth be told, they texted me, thank you very much for. And I was feeling like, like one mother hen, you know.
Oh, I guess.
So you owe that duty to every single boy in the Boys Brigade.
It's not easy being a lady officer as well. The responsibilities are actually much. I would say that you open daycare. Bring your children, let us take care of them. But it's a lot of responsibility. I feel it brings this mother aspect of you to limelight. Yes. Like you being still young and having to take care of kids
that are not your own.
That are not your own. It's a lot to. How has it been so far? Have you experienced any personal challenges when it comes to grooming these boys?
Yes. Okay, before I go to the other aspects, first, finance is a very big challenge, a very important challenge when it comes to grooming the boy child. When you take the boy out for activities or programs, you have to pay his transport fare from wherever you are to the place and back.
Yeah.
And then when that boy is hungry,
buy food for
please,
them.
I want water. I want this. So you need money. Of course, you won't do that with your intestine.
This thing is daycare.
Yep. You wouldn't do that with your intestine. So finance is one challenge in grooming the boy child. And then, we have so many boys of different backgrounds, different behavioral patterns, all in one box. And so you're faced with the challenge of handling them in different ways at the same time. So you imagine you're in a church activity and there's this one who is always a quiet person who always obeys. Calm. And there's this other one who is always, ras. Let me use the word ras. And then if the ras person misbehaves, the way you approach him is different from the way you approach the one who is always quiet when he misbehaves.
So they don't actually feel like you're ganging up on one person.
So it's another challenge, handling different boys from different backgrounds in one box at the same time, trying to multitask.
Wow, that's actually true. But from my own end, what I think, talking about even those challenges, I'll say it will be reluctance on my own end. Yes, I'm saying this. I can't be reluctant, and that's why it brings to a point where people are maybe they don't really, not like they don't know their function, but maybe they have not really put in the effort to even actually perform those functions. And even for me, I think I'm reluctant. I'm still very reluctant. Not very. Let's not look as if I'm very bad at it. But to a point, I don't think I know the names of all the boys in my company. And it's not nice for a lady officer. Like, these persons are under my care. I should know their names. I should know them to their homes. Yep. Yes, more than just, I see them in church. I see them, I take them out for functions. Do I know how well they're doing at home? Do I know if they're having any problems even at school? I should be so much involved in their lives. And I think that's a part of reluctance from my own end. And maybe some lady officers actually have that sort of reluctance. They kind of know their duties, but they are not really putting the effort to even see it come true. So even grooming the boys, we talk about the pillars of the boys brigade: religion, discipline. Apart from like even the discipline part, there's this Christianity is so involved. Let me just say religion, godliness is very, very important, even when you come to raising like the boy child. So how do you incorporate that into raising them?
But the religion we talk about here in this context is Christianity.
Okay.
And Christianity is beyond a religion.
Yes.
Being Christ-like and godly.
It's a way of life.
Yep, it's a way of life. So Christianity, our religion, our faith in God, it's very important. So first of all, incorporating the word in the boy is very important because it could help the boy face some challenges in his day-to-day life, and it could help him be less nervous or less worried about certain things that happens around him when a boy knows the word very well.
Okay.
Yep. Let's take an example of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
This is why incorporating the word in the boy is very important. Now, an example of Jesus Christ, when he was tempted, and he would say, "Get behind me, Satan. Man shall not live by bread alone." But then he would say, "It is written." So it is written where? That is the word. So Jesus knew the word, and with the word, he used it to defeat the devil. Even when the devil quoted Psalm 91, "For angels are there, they will bear you up."
Yes.
But he also knew the word. Even the devil knows the word. So in incorporating that godliness into the boy, you must leave it.
That's true.
These boys look at you like, in fact, the junior section boys and even the senior NCOs, they look more at the lady officers
than even the
more
males.
Than the male officers. Yes, they do. And even in dress codes, the way we dress as lady officers. So I was complaining to one of my friends the other day, some lady officers, they know they try you. They'll just wear, how will you wear white? It's white, but you have so many unnecessary stains on it. Why?
Yeah.
And these boys, if you get close to them and hear them talk, element people will say, "Ile or buy." If you get close to them, see that lady officer, see her scared, the thing don't turn.
Wow.
She come. Hey, I taught in the primary school, so I know what I'm saying. So sometimes I hear them talk and I'm like, "Come here, you don't do that. She's older." Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Don't go. Probably when I'm not there, I don't know what this is. So, incorporating the word, you have to leave the word. I can't be telling a boy, "See, don't tell lies." And then he sees me constantly,
make up
some kind of stories.
Yeah.
And I don't expect him to even respect me when I say don't tell lies. And that's religion in one hand, and then discipline on the other hand. To inculcate discipline in someone, first you have to be disciplined. And now this discipline, already I established before that the boys are of different backgrounds, different character methods. So in disciplining the boy, you have to put in different methods because their personalities are actually different. And so I always get this talk of that time brigade don't spoil finish, they need the discipline again. When I did brigade, they actually sound like they shoot them, like they just carry guns and start shooting them when they misbehave. And they forget that the way they were treated while they were 16 at that time, you cannot treat a 16-year-old boy today. So we have to now talk about the 21st century boy.
Times have changed.
So there are a lot of things he knows. Things have really changed. So you don't tell a boy, no, put your hand for fire. Or tell him, don't put your hand there, it's going to burn you.
Yeah, give them a reason.
Yes, because once you tell him, no, put your hand for fire, he's not there. Go and put sand. Let me see what's going to happen to me. And then discipline too comes with respect. If you do not have respect for yourself and you're not disciplined yourself, you cannot discipline a junior section boy. I know what I'm saying. I have some of them as friends. Though I didn't mention that one challenge why some lady officers wouldn't get close to junior section boys. They have, most of them, their attitudes, it's coming from how they were brought up. Yeah. So some persons don't beg, I don't want anybody to insult me.
So they just rather instead of intervening, they just be quiet.
Nobody wants to get insulted. Because I have seen some guys do some kind of things to some lady officers, and I'm like, what are you doing? This thing you're doing is not nice. I will be talking to somebody like that. Because some of them feel that I'm wearing an NCO's uniform and we're age mates, or you're just older than me with a year and now you're an officer. And so we should rub shoulders. And then some lady officers on their own part do not actually give respect. Now, if you don't respect the boy, I don't think you can even discipline him.
That's true.
So, in religion and discipline, you have to be what you want the boy to be. You can't be hypocrite to the boy. They will see you and they will know everything. And they see. I feel like the boys even know things about yourself that you don't know and you have not discovered.
Wow. That's eye-opening to even the lady officers. I really hope they embrace their roles as lady officers in the organization and act accordingly. So even to that point, let's just talk about the boys brigade in general and you yourself. What's the most exciting experience you've had in the boys brigade so far?
Most exciting.
Apart from winning the crown, is there any other thing?
Okay, well, that was after the crown now. When this goes for a weekend getaway. Oh, wow. It was nice. It was off from school at that period. I was in final year now. So we have this lecturer that would always shout. So for 2 days, a Thursday and a Friday, I didn't have so much lectures. And I felt like all things worked together for good for them that trust God, because I needed to go for that weekend getaway, and it was really nice. It was one exciting experience I had.
Wow,
with the other winners, because I didn't really know them very well, and then it was so exciting. I had a very good time, and then I made a friend. Yep.
It's like I'll contest next time.
No, wow.
You hand over to me. Wow, that's so beautiful. I really, really enjoyed your company. The conversation was very wonderful. I've learned so much from your experience, and I really hope to get your method and use it in my own company as well. I'm sure it's going to be very, very fruitful. So I just want to appreciate you for coming on the show. And so before we go, we just play another game, a little game. Very easy.
For your hand.
No, very, very easy.
Okay.
And it's would you rather. I think you're actually familiar with this game. So I'll give you 2 statements. You choose whether you do this one or that one, and you could even give your reasons why. Okay, so let's start with my first statement. Will be, would you rather have a cockroach in your house every day or have a mosquito bite you once a week?
I'd rather have mosquitoes bite me once a week.
Why? Cockroach irritates you,
Every
right?
day. No, it's too much. If you had said cockroaches once every week, I would have chosen that one. But mosquitoes, at least once a week, I can bear it.
I think I'll go with
Cockroaches.
mosquitoes too. Like, it's just one day.
Just one day. Cockroaches, they smell.
And those creatures, they have to feed. So if they want to feed, no problem. Maybe we hope that we don't get malaria from that one day.
When I'm done, I'll treat.
You treat malaria. Okay, would you rather live in the US or in the UK?
I'd rather live in the UK.
Why? You want to be the Queen of England?
No.
This year it's to be holding crowns and wearing crowns. Maybe you might be the Queen of England.
I really don't know much about the US and the UK, but I have a friend who is there in the UK. So
you want to go because of your friend?
Yes.
Go and form gang in the UK. Oh my goodness. Me, I'd rather go to the UK as well. Maybe because I love the accent. It's so beautiful.
Oh, they also have some Scottish people who do not have really good
I'll just go to the place where I like the accent
I
and
know
stay.
Scottish people, they will call a house house.
Okay, but I think I'd rather go to the UK mostly because of the accent. I think it's pretty cool. I'd love to really speak more fluently in the British accent. Yes. Yeah. So, well, I would say thank you again for coming on the show. And to everyone, I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed meeting Miss Bibi Rivers. I met her in real life. And we have a conversation, a very wonderful one. And I hope to see you next time. Till I come away next time, I remain your host, Amaya Angela. Bye.
Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel today so you don't miss an upload. My BB Experience, serving you a bowl of nostalgia.